This is round 3 of the 2008-2009 MSC New Zealand Formula 5000 Tasman Cup Revival Series. It is the Christchurch Casino Lady Wigram Trophy. After 2 very successful rounds in Australia at Sandown in Melbourne and Eastern Creek in Sydney, the MSC Formula 5000 Tasman Revival Series comes to New Zealand for round number 3. Hi folks, and welcome along to Powerbuilt Tools Raceway Ruapuna for round 3 of the Formula 5000 Tasman Revival Series, and more importantly, the running of the Lady Wigram Trophy. It's been 32 years to the day since Kenny Smith last won the Lady Wigram Trophy. Can he do it again here in Christchurch? Top Australian cars are here. We've got a visitor from England and Frank Lyons, and we've got the best field of Formula 5000s you've seen this side of the Tasman for probably the best part of 5 years. Well, they're just about set to turn them loose here for race 2 for the MSC Tasman Revival Series, brought to you in association with Smith & Davies, Express Transport, Toll, Bonnie's Transport and Pacifica. A rolling start for this huge field of Formula 5000s, and on the front row it is a Kiwi front row. It is Tony Richards and Ken Smith, but watch for the number 29. That's the Kiwi car, that's the McRae GM1, and that is Canadian visitor Jay Esterer. He's been here to Christchurch before, but that was in a Can-Am car. Problems for Kenny Smith in race 1 yesterday. Got involved in the tangle up with Stan Redmond. You're on board here with Ian Clements as this field thunders down the big long straight here at Powerbuilt Tools Raceway. Of course, the focal point of the weekend will be the Christchurch Casino Lady Wigram Trophy, and it's quite fitting that the Lady Wigram Trophy will again be decided by Formula 5000 cars. Well, I said to watch for 29, Jay Esterer, and it's Esterer that's gone into the front. We're on board here with Sefton Gibb. Had a great swing in Australia. This is round 3 of the series, and we're back on home soil, if you like, and a huge field, lots and lots of cars, as Jay Esterer from Canada gets away. Now, he is being mentored this weekend by the one and only Graham McRae, and I spoke to Graham before this race started and I asked him about the car, and he said it's a fast car. Well, there's absolutely no doubt about that. It is a fast car. The New Zealand designed and built GM1 McRae. Roger Williams up into second place. Now we're back here with Ian Clements. He's sitting in 4th. Just ahead of him it's Tony Richards in the number 23 Lola T332. Clements also in a Lola T332. He's a past champion of the Tasman Revival Series. He sat out a year and he's back to his very best, and look how close he gets to Richards as they come thundering down the front straight here at Powerbuilt Tools International Raceway. Back on board with Sefton Gibb. And just listen to that small block Chevy sing as he works his way into the first turn, into Flexiplas, down the Castrol straight, and then up towards Pothole People. Meantime, the race leader is starting to pull away. And we've got problems further back by the look of it, a lot of big dust clouds. This is the battle we were watching before from the onboard situation of Ian Clements. Kenny Smith just elbowing his way up the inside of Ian Clements to move up into 3rd place. Clements up onto the grass in his Lola T332. So it's a McRae leading it. It's a Lola T332 in the form of Roger Williams in 2nd place. Roger didn't travel to Australia to the first 2 rounds of the MSC Tasman Revival Series, but he's back here and he's proving that he hasn't lost any of his spark. Currently running up in 2nd place. Richards is 3rd, then it is Smith, then it would be Clements. Then in behind Ian Clements it would be Sefton Gibb from Napier in Ian Clements' old championship winning car. Here is the veteran Kenny Smith. Well, could he make history today here at Ruapuna, because he is chasing his 3rd win in the Lady Wigram Trophy. He won it in the 5000, that was in 1976, and then he won it again in a Swift, a Formula Pacific car. And that was in 1990. Can he make the three-peat here in 2009? You're back on board with Ian Clements. There is Kenny Smith, so he's got up in front of Tony Richards. So slowly but surely he is making his way to the front of this field. And Roger Williams starting to run down Jay Esterer. Esterer in the front in the GM1. Williams gets a little bit closer now. There's Tony Richards, another one that had a fantastic swing in Australia. Of course, we're at Sandown and also at the famous Eastern Creek circuit. Here we are at Powerbuilt Tools International Raceway. From here we go to Pukekohe and then it's to Taupo. So plenty of racing left for these amazing cars. But the big crowd have certainly turned out to see this action, and what action it is. Good to see Russell Greer back in the action as well after having problems in Australia. This is what's happening at the front of the field. Esther leads it in the 29, the McRae GM1. Down the inside as they work their way into the big sweeper here at Powerbuilt Tools Raceway. The Avon City Ford sweeper, and out onto the long front straight they come once again. And look at the extra horsepower maybe that Esther has got. He might have carried some good speed through the sweeper, but he just pulls away from Williams, and Kenny Smith closes right up on him. Here is Russell Greer in the number 14. This is the ex-Murray Sinclair car. New gearbox on that car now. And this is Stan Redmond just going up the inside of Sefton Gibb as they work into turn 1 here at Powerbuilt Tools Raceway. Down the Castrol short straight they go. They're on board with Sefton Gibb from Napier. Back to the front of the field, 29. Well, he's led it for a while now, working his way through the hairpin and down through the Christchurch Casino Carousel. This is the battle for the minors. Battle for 3rd and 4th, 23, Tony Richards right in behind him, number 4, and that's Kenny Smith in the Lola T430, the Excite Batteries supported car owned by David Abbott. Abbott is in this field, of course. Well, they work their way down to Cochrane Nissan now, and the race lead has been chopped here. This is 33, Steve Ross, newcomer to the series, a new Formula 5000 on the block. It's a wonderful car. It's a Lola T142, so it's one of the older cars out there. Meantime, Kenny Smith gets a little bit closer now as they work their way around the big sweeper here at Powerbuilt Tools International Raceway. Down the long front straight. We know the McRae's fast, but so too is the Williams T332. Kenny Smith is the points leader in the MSC Tasman Revival Series, of course. After a stellar round at Eastern Creek, he won 4 from 4 there. He's got his work cut out for him here because he just can't get around Roger Williams, and if he can do that, he can probably mount an attack on the Canadian at the front of the field in the McRae GM1. But laps are running down. There is Tony Richards. There is Ian Clements. We're back on board here with Clements. Down through the hairpin, down into the Christchurch Casino Carousel they go now, and listen to the revs. You know, a lot of people think these are gentlemen races, but I tell you what, when they strap that helmet on and put the seatbelts on, they are committed 100%, and they are fast. Make no mistake about that. 160, 170 miles an hour in the old language. 280, 290 clicks. And you see there, Williams starting to hunt down Jay Esterer, and Kenny Smith is right there as well. So this freight train thunders down towards the big crowd here at Powerbuilt Tools Raceway. And once again, Williams has a good long look on the inside through the sweeper. Does he get the nose in front? Yes, he does. And Esterer has to make a mid-track correction. Now it's a straight-out drag race. Well, we said the McRae was fast, and look at that. He immediately pulls about 3 lengths on Roger Williams, and there's nothing that Kenny Smith can do about it. This is the second of the David Abbott-owned cars, and number 3, that was David Abbott, and the second of the Lola T430s. As we go back to the front of this field, Esterer back in the front, so he's repelled, if you like, the challenge from Roger Williams. Kenny Smith right there as well. The focus will be the last race of the weekend here at Powerbuilt Tools Raceway. That is the Christchurch Casino Lady Wigram Trophy. Over the extended distance. These races just 6 laps, so it's a bit of a sprint for these guys. And sprinting the best of them all. He got out of the blocks, but we have been told by the officials that he has been assessed a time penalty for jumping the start. That is the 29 of Jay Esterer. So he's out on the front on the racetrack, but it won't show that in the results. He has been assessed a time penalty. But of course the guys chasing him hard won't know about that. There is David Abbott, does such a lot of work behind the scenes for the Formula 5000 Association here in New Zealand. Certainly one of the movers and shakers that are possibly going to see the 5000 at the Australian Formula 1 Grand Prix. Meantime, we get back to the business at hand. Esterer, well, he'll see the checkered flag first, but the results won't reflect it. He wins it, but as I said, he's been assessed a time penalty, and that means that Jay Esterer will go down through the field and finish in around about 6th place. Roger Williams is the winner, and the veteran Ken Smith is second.
I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do. I asked someone when the race starts, and they said when the red lights go out. So that's when I stood on the gas, and I think you have to wait for the red lights to go out and the green flag to drop. So I don't think that counts, actually.
We're definitely quicker than Roger, but it's just a matter of getting ahead of him. You know, he was driving bloody good, but you know, you still got to get past him, haven't you? I was going to have a massive mental dip down here on the pair of them, but I thought, no, that's getting carried away.
Bye.